Hey, y'all, live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It's your man D-Real. It's Friday. I'm here. Theo B here. So this must be Friday vibing. Hello, and welcome. Theo, my man, what's popping?
Man, it must be Friday. I'm like Tony. I feel good. I feel good.
Potential to get better. With the potential to get better. Good, better, best, like that old church song says.
Yeah.
But what Lois Lane say at the end of Superman 2? What's going on in the world today? Well, since it seemed like we got some mature people in here tonight, and they're gonna be mature enough to vibe with us.
I'm not gonna spaz. You gonna come on? You've been talking to me.
Oh, what he said?
I'm not gonna spaz.
But somebody had to tell you. Somebody had to tell you.
I do want to start off the program with a little something. It's levity. I promise you. I promise.
Okay, by all means, sir. By all means, levy away.
So I'm down here in Florida, right? Minding my John Brown business, Black Panther content, Black superhero content, that whole Rock with the Nation content. That's what we do, right?
Right.
So I come across something on YouTube, and I'm like, no, you lying. When I say you lying, I got to go Google, like we got to pull it up, see what's going on.
I feel you. I feel you, brother.
Especially when it's that outrageous. Like you be like, wait, what? So I'm in Florida, and I'm ashamed of this. Florida's a red state. I'm ashamed of that.
Be ashamed of that, bro. I live in a red state too.
Yeah. And we going through some stuff. So Williston, Florida, that's not that big of a place. That's a town. That's not a city.
Okay.
This young man, 17 years old, Caden Spate. That's Caden. Spate. Yeah. Yeah. Not A-E, not A-T-E-S. It's with the E-I. Right. 17 years old. They put his name out there. That should tell you something right there. 17 years old, put his name out there. European male, Caucasian American, right? Okay. Calls the police department. Tells them they've been kidnapped by 4 Hispanics.
What Hispanics want to? Okay.
They've thrown him in the back of a van. Kidnapped. Texts his mom.
Okay.
Says that he's been kidnapped. He's using present tense.
Okay.
He's been kidnapped by 4 Hispanic men, and they've shot him in the leg.
Okay.
Police in Williston exhaust manpower hours, helicopters and everything like that, trying to find a young man. Find a young man on the side of the road with a cell phone that he used to hit them up and his mom.
All right.
And the pew that the 4 Hispanics shot him with.
Got it.
So, aside from the Emmett Till part of it, how that could have went, because that is some historical relevance there.
Okay.
It's just the fact that you didn't think this through. So you mean to tell me they kidnapped you, but didn't search you for nothing? You got your cell phone, right? Then after, we don't know how this came about, after they pew you in your leg, they leave you with your cell phone and give you the pew and leave.
Yeah. He did not think that through.
No, young man is being charged. I'm sitting here saying to myself, no, you lying. You lying. You lying. You ain't do that. Like, you could. What? Can I ask you a question? You don't like folks that bad? You going to that? You like? I don't dislike nobody that bad. I'm finna shoot myself. I ain't finna do that. I ain't finna do that. Oh,
seems like some Mozart people's done slid up in the building here. Grand Madam is in the building.
Grand Madam, the lovely Grand Madam.
My man LJ Panther done showed up with the I like the Black Manta thing he's got going there. Millions. All right, I like that.
Hold on now, wait. We got somebody. Wait now. Just can you rock with me? Can you bounce with me?
Hey, maybe I don't know. I don't know him like that.
You feel
I don't know him like that. I don't know him like maybe.
Hey, boy, don't get me started. The first lady of Rockefeller.
The world famous Paul Martin is in the
Mr. Martin. I am Martin.
And of course, we cannot forget the one and only Kamoyo King, president of the Black Panther fan group. Hello, one and all. And to all you people that are dwelling in the back wondering if you should step up and say hi, go ahead and say hi, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me borrow $5.
If not, just go make sure you hit that, at least hit the like button. At the very least, hit the like button.
Oh, hey, did I tell you about this mug?
No, man. Let me put the read glasses on.
All right, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I like that. Them cassettes on there, huh?
Yeah,
you gotta be old school to see that. You gotta be old school to know what that is. You gotta be old enough to have been around when somebody at least had a cassette. You remember? You remember back in the day?
I used to have a case, and then they had the little slots in it where the tape case fit just right, and you that joint up in there. Matter of fact, I had two cases. I had one for the tapes that I bought, and I had one for the mixtapes that I made, courtesy of my ghetto blaster that I was walking around with the detachable speakers. Baby, I'm Gen X all day. What's happening?
So I'm living with my grandparents, right? My mom they passed away, and I forget the name of the company that used to let you get stuff and you pay on it even after you get it. It was back in the day, we was kids. They had a little catalog and everything like that. And this is when the barge is out and everything. Ooh, girl, I like it. Wait, how you say it? There's so many things.
And I like. No, you're thinking of All This Love.
Yeah, it sounded so convincing that I gave you half a chance. Yeah, that one right there. So I'm back there with that right there. That's how far we went back. We went back. So you remember the boom boxes that you could take apart? You know,
I just got done telling you I had one.
Yeah. So the one that I had, it was from that company, right? Because you know, folks young now, they be like, damn, y'all had cassettes. Me and you young enough, old enough to remember the 8-track. So the thing was, it came with an 8-track player. And the reason why I was thinking about the bar, because that was the only 8-track I had, was the bar's 8-track and the cassette player down at the bottom.
Hey, you get by with what you got. You deal with what you deal with till you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Trail biz.
Man, you got me thinking about music, man. I'm sorry. If we vibing.
We vibing.
It's Friday night. You remember Friday night video?
Of course.
You don't miss music like that. Freddie Jackson, rock with me tonight for some old. Could you slow drag on that or not? Like,
well, here's the thing. Don't ask me about slow music. I'm a Midwest boy. We 2-step, so you know, let's get that one right off the bat. But the thing. Oh. Freddie Jackson. Okay. Freddie Jackson only served one purpose and one purpose only. And if you tell me that you was listening to Freddie Jackson for anything other than, I'm gonna call you a liar.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wait, Freddie Jackson, Ready for the World.
Okay. This might be here. I'm gonna tell you, because see, there ain't nothing you can't find. There ain't nothing you can't find if you really want to find it. Case in point. All right. You remember a song called "You Are My Starship"? It was by Norman Connors, but then nobody cared that it was by Norman Connors because Michael Henderson was doing the vocals, and he was rocking that joint out. Now, Michael Henderson had a song called "Let Me Love You." Now I just from the title of the song, it was that type of party with Michael Henderson and "Let Me Love You." Oh, and Grand Madam, I knew Grand Madam was gonna be listening because Michael Henderson. She probably did a couple things with Michael Henderson herself.
The thing is
she said he passed recently. So rest in peace and love and respect to all the Henderson family. I ain't mean nothing by it, but yeah, I used to get down for the get down. Anyway.
I mean, the thing is you said something, like we only listen to it for certain things. And I'm sitting here when you said, let me love you, I'm saying, Ready for the World did Love You Down. And then I got the Isley Brothers talking about some in between shit.
But see, you know what it was? Everybody knew what them songs was about. We knew what they was talking about. You didn't have to say "come splack the splicky splack whip whap wiggity snap wet 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 wet." You didn't have to say all of that. We knew what you was talking about when you said, "Oh, come share your love between the sheets." You just said.
If I put on some Freddie Jackson, "You Are My Lady," you already know what time it is. Stop playing.
And see, to me, that's the artistic part of it.
Yeah.
It don't take no art on your writing chores for you to come up with come get this slapping, whapping, yapping. And it's like, okay, it's a different era. It's a different era. They like romance. I just want to get to the smashing.
Bro, what did Ready for the World say? Oh, girl, tonight. You knew damn good what you was talking about.
Yeah, all day. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, and it was, you know what I'm saying, and it was about crooning and making love to you with the song. You know what I mean? Before you even got.
Y'all, here's the sad part. We telling on ourselves because we low key saying we was hunching in high school. That's what we telling you.
Low key? Who low key with it? I mean, all right, let's just do it like this.
We grown in Friday night, we vibing.
No, I'm about to connect the logic. Okay, all right. 1965 to 1980 was Generation X. That's us. That's our generation. Okay, now Generation X was also known as the latchkey kids, meaning when I got home from school, wasn't nobody waiting to ask me, "Hey, Daryl, how was your day?" And I ain't getting none of that shit. Okay, I came in, I fixed my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I did my homework. I did the chores I had to do. I had to change out of my school clothes before I went outside to play. Because if I got my school clothes dirty, I was getting my ass beat. So, that being said, is that not why I have the expectations I have as a person generate. I'm independent. So if I was at 8 or 9, if I was already coming in the house cooking dinner and taking care, and it don't matter. Don't forget if I had siblings and they was younger or they was older, depending on what our dynamic was, I might have to cook for them. And guess what? I did have to cook for my older siblings. Okay.
I think folks get it twisted. Generation X been grown for quite some time. Like we was grown before we had pubic hair.
And that's what I'm saying. So if I was doing all of this at 8 or 9, well then at 15, 16, of course I'm gonna be like 5, 10 years ahead and on that
10. Yeah.
So
it seems like I don't know what it is right now, and I don't care to know because I got daughters and everything like that. So I know hell no, it better not be, because damn it, that ain't the. But it was expected back then. Like you was almost you was a rare breed if you wasn't. Like
that was our peer. That was our peer pressure. That was our peer pressure. Yeah,
true.
It was.
Okay, so I don't know if I ever told you this story. It's funny. It's funny. I think it is. Now that I look back at it.
Wait, hold story. I want to get a couple of these comments. These things have said digital display. I remember digital display. Yes, I remember digital display.
Digital display. Yeah.
Paul Martin said digital display was his jam.
Yeah.
He said digital display predicted social media thirst trapping.
True. Watch this. Mine was, oh Sheila, let me love you till the morning comes.
Yeah. We all like that one. But Paul Martin again said, I think I remember in an interview when Philip Bailey of Earth, Wind and Fire said he was amused that folks used Reasons as a wedding song when it's about a one night stand.
I mean, just keep that to yourself. Let us be great.
So when he hitting all them high notes, talk about the reasons that we here, don't fear.
Yeah.
Don't fear. They're here and they won't disappear. So we might as well get, after the love games have been played, all our illusions were just a parade.
Man, listen. They don't say, I told, so I'm with my Uber driver, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's 20-something years. I said, I feel so bad for y'all. Because she was listening to something that came out when we was kids. I said, y'all ain't even got that to listen to. Like, they only make that for y'all, dude. I said, how you feel listening to something that came out way before you was born? Like, and that's your jam. Right? She said, well, my mom and dad used to play it when they was cleaning up the house. I said, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to make me feel old like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Grand Madam say you can find some really raunchy songs from the 1940s on YouTube. 4X rated. Oh,
she ain't lying. Listen, YouTube off the chain.
He said, I was surprised, and I'm a Bessie Smith fan.
Yeah. There.
For all y'all folks out there don't know who Bessie Smith is, think Millie Jackson with better singing skills.
Y'all see how I went?
Oh, yeah, I seen footage of Millie Jackson out there grabbing folks Johnson.
Man, listen, Millie Jackson's Millie Jackson. That's all I can say. Like, you ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't ready.
No, you're not. You are not. Oh my God. We on this tip of women's. So
I love them, man. I love them. Right. I love women. I love them.
Right. So since I'm making the gauntlet part of the show, tonight's gauntlet is gonna feature women. All right, men understand. I've been reading comic books a very, 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 very long time. I've been watching anime. No, I gotta
I'm saying, why do we feel like we got to say that though? Like, don't nobody else say that that's out here in the atmosphere. Why we feel like we got to say we've been reading comics for a long, long time? Because I feel that too. But why?
Because when you try me and I bust your ass, you gonna know why. That's why. And that all I'm saying, disclaimer. Now, there might be some people in this gauntlet that you're familiar with, up, down, and sideways. But you gonna have to prove it to me if you are. Now, women fighting. All right. If you follow this page, you are very well aware of a series that I did recently, called Best of the Best, featuring one Black Canary. We found out a lot of things about Black Canary, didn't we? We found out that Black Canary was not actually trained by Ted Wildcat.
Nice.
It was actually Black Canary that trained him. So she's a whole dog and a half. And she proved it in that series by not only going toe to toe with Lady Shiva, probably one of the best martial artists in all of DC. She kicked her ass. She drug her. She took a lot of punishment, but in the end, when she had to, she drugged Shiva. And that was that. Now, she's pretty capable. If she's able to stand toe to toe with Batman. Will we give her that?
I'm gonna say this. I think, because great job, by the way. You covered the series, Best of the Best. If y'all have not checked it out, go where you on the page. Just
I got it. Yeah, just go. Just put in Best of the Best on my page.
But as you covered and everything, one of the things that I was observing was that she was always distracted. Like, emotionally, she was always somewhere else until she got it together at the end. And so it made me ask myself, what would a totally focused Dinah done against Lady Shiva? Like, I ain't got no distractions. I'm not emotionally torn. I'm totally focused on you. Because to your point, yeah, we can't really say she took some punishment, but now damn it, she handed some out. So I'm like, I don't necessarily know if that's going Lady Shiva's way if Dinah not compromised. Is that fair? Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I mean that is a very fair assessment. That's a very fair assessment, and I feel like in that spirit, I didn't just stick to DC. I went all over. I said, let's go comics, let's go video games, let's see what we got. Here is the gauntlet that I put together for Black Canary. Now, she starts her gauntlet with Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. All right. We all gotta have that. I'ma call Lara Croft her tune-up game. Lara Croft gonna be the tune-up game. So with her guns, her bow, all that, I don't even think Dinah is gonna even have to scream at her.
Oh, Dinah got this canary cry? Oh shit, never mind.
I don't even think Dinah gonna have to scream at her to dust her off. So yeah, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, a gauntlet is one after the other. So she leaves Lara Croft broken and busted and heads straight into super thighs herself, Chun-Li. Now, let us not forget, Chun-Li got special attacks. She got them rapid kicks. Yap, 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 yap. She got that. She can shoot a chi field blast just like Ryu can, and of course, she got that I call it a helicopter kick, as pictured.
She got
So,
one time to use her legs, and she's not gonna get them back.
So are we saying, despite all of that, Dinah handles Chun-Li?
I'm not gonna say she handles her, but I don't think Chun-Li is gonna use the energy blast. I think she would go for her special, physical attack, which is the spinning leg kick and everything like that. And yeah, I don't think she's gonna get the leg back.
Okay. I see here one person, Kamayo, say Chun-Li is a good fight, but Dinah has superior battle IQ. Okay, I'll go with that. Superior battle IQ beats Chun-Li, low to mid difficulty. On to Katana.
See, that's the problem.
Now here's where it gets a little more iffy. We already know Princess Katana off top is playing to kill. Yes, so you're going to have to bring your A game, or you know what I'm saying? You might have to use that sonic scream. Now, quick question. Would we give Katana, say, experience over fighting sonic screaming opponents with her experience with her mother, Sindel?
I would say yeah. Because I'm looking at what's gonna wind up happening. Because she coming with the katanas. Dinah really doesn't use batons like that. So I'm looking at Dinah receiving some type of physical injury from the katanas. And then she's like, okay, I gotta get serious, which would require the canary scream.
Okay.
So see, this other person here is ages old. Dinah is Dinah. She's human. This person right here, though, got a lot of battle experience. I mean, damn.
And that's what I was going to bring that up, too. Whereas, Chun-Li is like, what, 16, 17, 18, something like that. We got Katana over here who's thousands of years old. So, like you pointed out, that's battle experience. Does that battle experience counter or match Dinah's battle IQ? I guess is the main question at this point.
I mean,
because if her experience trumps Dinah's battle IQ, then Katana wins. She stops there.
It's one of the things where, okay, now I got to say, okay, let me go back and look at my time frame of playing this video game, Mortal Kombat, and I like Katana. The problem is that humans fare pretty well against beings in the Mortal Kombat game who are decades, centuries old and everything like that. So that means outworld. So that means even with her decades, centuries, Dinah's still gonna wind up matching it because
so that battle IQ matches the experience.
Right. And that doesn't prevent Katana from taking an L because it's people in outer world that then took L's from humans before. So, and those humans that they didn't took L's from, aside from the two dudes, I don't think Johnny Cage is fighting on Dinah's level. And I don't think, what's the young lady's name?
Sonya Blade.
I don't think Sonya Blade fighting on Dinah's level. And those two that made it do what it's gonna do. So,
well, I know at least one of them is military special forces.
Right, but I don't think that's on. Okay, see, military special forces, you not beating nobody in the hand, even though you got that, and you not beating none of the people that work for Ra's al Ghul. And Dinah could work for Ra's al Ghul. So yeah, you could be a military specialist, but you're not doing nothing with that. That's how I look at it.
Okay. So we are saying
it's a toss up to me. It's a toss up to me.
harder fight, Dinah might edge her out with a trick, but she will get that work from Katana, though. She ain't making it past Natasha.
It's real iffy for me. It's real iffy.
Oh, Chun-Li's in her 50s now. Okay. I don't think that's going to make no difference. Apologies for using old, but I don't think that's going to make no difference with Dinah.
Is 50 the new 20? Because she look good for her.
She always has. She always has. So she's getting past Katana with high difficulty.
Yeah.
But she's stopping cold at Natasha.
See, I kind of like
that's not a statement. That's a question.
Oh, see, I think if you get past Katana, you getting past Natasha. Because I
understand. We talking about a gauntlet.
I feel that, but I feel like
you fought Laura Croft, you tuned her up, and then right after you tuned her up, Chun-Li came right behind you kicking. You tuned Chun-Li up right behind Chun-Li. Katana gave you the fight of your life, gave you some, you got some, but you won. And now here come Natasha. You saying she ain't, because she done exerted herself. But we've also seen her exert herself and dig deep and pull out another gear and get in your grits. So it could go. I'm gonna say it could go either way with Natasha. If Natasha coming in there like I'm here to sanction you, she might have a problem. If Natasha just trying to neutralize her, yeah, baby.
I'm okay. I'm with you, and I'm with you. You say somebody tired, but the first time them vocal cords relax, somebody done, because they ain't got nothing for that.
Because see, at that point, if I just got into a fight with Katana and Katana gave me a hard time, I'm coming out, I'm cut up, my jacket's tore up, I got bruises, and here come Natasha Widow biting it off top. We ain't even fighting, we ain't wrestling. I ain't got time for this. I'm done.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Natasha ain't got nothing for
that. I'm just through, man. I get it. I'm about to split your melon. You know what I'm saying? I'm turning your brain into jelly. I ain't got time today.
Because to me, who's after Natasha?
That is June the Swan from Gotcha Man.
Okay, so here's the way I'm looking at it. You're more familiar with Gotcha Man. I ain't been up on it since I was a kid, since I was a kid.
I can. Would you like to know before you speak?
Yeah, go ahead, dog. Yeah, you got
it. Okay. Number one, June the Swan is a martial arts expert.
Okay. Right, good.
Number two, June the Swan is a demolitions expert, and she's also known for having things like bombs in her heel and lipstick bombs and things like that. So it ain't just she think Hawkeye, but with bombs.
Right, gotcha.
Then on top of that, she's got I guess the best thing we call it is a yo-yo type device. And a little piece of trivia for those of us that don't know, the yo-yo in the Philippines started out as a weapon, not a toy. So
I need to get me another yo-yo too.
So it's got a sort of a little razor on the end. So we flicking that. Then on top of that, she's got superhuman speed, strength, agility, and endurance.
Need all that. So yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, so that's just if. That's just if she got past Natasha. You know what I'm saying? If she got past Natasha, yeah, she did.
You said it. She gonna come out to fight with Katana, and to me, that's the toughest battle. I'm like, damn, why Katana right there? She should be last. But anyway, if you clear Katana is the toughest out of all the fighters, in my opinion, that we got listed here. And so you come out to battle with Katana, you tired. If your vocal cords are relaxed, Natasha's gonna be paced against the wall. You come out, because that's gonna give you a little bit of respite, a little bit of reprieve. You come out, you facing old girl. Okay, get it. She flying all over the place, jumping and dodging, got the little yo-yo and the lipstick and everything like that. Don't stand still. Don't stand still. And the fact that she got to keep ducking and dodging, that gives Dinah time to recuperate her energy, because you got to duck and dodge to avoid getting hit by those sonic blasts. Okay. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like none of that.
Yeah.
And then she's a martial artist, which I get, but she's not the martial artist Dinah is.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. A lot of people,
I don't know,
don't understand the power of being able to take a hit and keep coming. Just the psychological ramifications of that. You hit me in my ribs and you hear my ribs crack, but I'm still coming at you. You hit me in my jaw and you break my jaw, but I'm still coming at you. What else did I do to him?
She ripped out a wig that was glued in.
And she snatched that shit off her head with the glue on. Ask anybody that had a wig snatched off their head with the glue on it, what that feel like.
Bro, you can see the red stuff. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
And she kept fighting. But I'm just saying, if you done ever in your life dug deep and pulled up and went up another gear, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I would say 7 times out of 10, Natasha is dusting her. In a straight up fight. In just a straight up fight. You know what I'm saying? Not coming off a gauntlet.
You say Natasha,
just like you said, the battle IQ. I think Natasha's battle IQ is higher than Dinah's.
So we like, because
and on top of that, she's an assassin.
This is what I have to ask myself, because I reviewed the story, not reviewed it, but I followed you when you reviewed it. So, do I think Natasha would beat Lady Shiva?
Do I think? Are you asking me or are you asking
I'm
yourself?
asking myself. Knowing who Lady Shiva is, I know who Natasha Romanoff is and everything like that. But without Widow Sting and all that other stuff, do I think Natasha Romanoff will beat Lady Shiva? I don't.
So are we subscribing to the philosophy of, if I beat you once, I can always beat you?
No, I'm just looking at the level of fighter that she is. Okay, well, you said Natasha's an assassin. So's Lady Shiva. She's an assassin. I'm looking at who trained Natasha. Okay, Natasha got trained in the Red Room. Those are military specialists. Okay, well, who trained Lady Shiva? Assassins. And when I look at Lady Shiva, when I think Lady Shiva, I think Ra's al Ghul. And I think who he trained. And I think what they're capable of doing.
Well, I do you one better than that. Lady Shiva's training, think Batman. Except all she was doing was learning how to fight people and kill people. So, I'd be over here for 4 or 5 years learning with this master. I'd be over here for 4 or 5 years learning with this master. And then after a while, okay. And now I feel like, if you've ever read like a comic book that Lady Shiva was in, Lady Shiva's style of fighting, it lends itself to, if I can come out and weaken you before we go head up, if I can put you in a trap, if I can spring something on you before I come at you and fight you, that's how I'm gonna do it. It's like, I ain't no, unless you say to me and you finna have a fair and honorable match, Ain't no rules on the street. That's how Shiva does it. So, all right. I mean, maybe, yeah. But Natasha's dirty too.
I believe it. I believe, like, I'm not knocking. It's just and you know, I could be wrong. I'm looking at, like, yeah, one of y'all has always been more so of a clear and present danger than the other person. Like
okay. Well, let's see. The comments are buzzing. So let's see what everybody. Dang, they've been talking since. Okay. Natasha's been fighting for decades. Stone Cold Killer. Natasha would have watched the fight and developed a countermeasure for the scream Dinah would have used against Katana, which is the only way she would have beat Katana. Natasha can roll tape in real time. One good shot to Dinah's windpipe. Bye-bye Canary Cry. We are talking 616 infinity formula, Natasha. Which means she's been alive since about what, 41, 42.
Yeah, they had to do that retcon.
She's even older than that, because there's a Jim Lee X-Men story where her, Captain America, and Wolverine meet up during World War II, and Natasha's a little girl then.
It's funny because they felt the need to do that to explain why she was keeping up with everybody else. Because she didn't start out like that. She started out like that. I get it. I would have liked it, though. Watch this. I would have liked it if they would have leaned into that.
I expect a lot of Natasha glazing going on in the comments.
Yeah, I saw that. I would have liked it.
I'm sorry. Good Lord.
I would have liked it if they would have leaned into that part of her character in the live action screen.
Bat in the Sun did a Canary versus Widow brawl. I remember that with a quick cameo by the Winter Soldier at the beginning of it. I remember it well. All right, okay. I'm gonna do it like this. Natasha got a whole lot more going on, but I mean, we retcon everybody, don't we?
I mean, it's cool. Like I ain't been like, yeah, I said I could have been wrong.
That's all comics are about, are retcons. Hello, Scarlet Witch.
No, what I'm saying, okay.
I'm not saying no shade. I'm just saying, in response to a lot of what's going on in the comments, is like, oh well, this Natasha. No, you see the picture. I'm not talking about that movie shit. Okay,
yeah, I'm just saying,
aware of her history. You know what I'm saying, in the comics.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I think we vibing. Like we don't need to be taking that serious.
That is a super soldier level, same as Fury, one tier below Cap. Okay, and again, super soldiers have gotten their ass kicked. All I'm saying is we have this thing in our heads that once a character establishes themselves as this, they're always going to be superior. Because I know good and damn well, if somebody kicked my ass and I feel like I could have took them, but it was just something about me that wasn't all the way ready, I'm going to get in the gym, I'm going to do some things, I'm going to come back, and you're going to get them hands that second time. So it's like every time you fight, unless you fighting to kill every single time, one day somebody going to beat your ass. And that's just the long and the short of it. There is nobody with an unblemished, undefeated record anywhere.
Everybody in the comments is saying
I do this for fun. I'm not trying to shit on nobody's character.
No, everybody in the comments is saying Natasha would win. So yeah.
Nice. Hey, yeah, because I wouldn't have brought up X-Men 268 if I wasn't talking about comics, Natasha. But I mean, and then y'all also lowball in June. But I mean, my bad if y'all don't know nothing about June. If we talking about Superhuman, yeah. Check and check. Yeah, June got something for that ass, and we've seen how fast Gotcha Man moves, right? I'm just saying. We done seen how fast they can move with them cerebronic impulses of theirs. You know? So, and I got a weapon. And I'm real good with bombs, so I could run right past you and put a bomb under you, and you probably wouldn't see it till it blew up.
See, I think on that one right there, we would kind of have to lean into you for that, because if we not really, that familiar with her outside of what you're doing as far as the reviews, we wouldn't necessarily know. We'd be operating more for ignorance than anything else.
You're right, but just like you can go and wiki these folks up and look up the info's there. Even if
I'm with you. I'm with you, but okay, so when we do have the Marvel wiki or whatever, or the DC wiki and everything like that,
the wiki for everything,
we have the visual evidence to go with it too, not just the word to go along with it. And that's why I'm saying, like, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying, like, you're more familiar with her than we are. And so for me to be like, okay, she's capable of doing this, I would have to have seen it consistently myself. For me to be like, okay, I'm not as familiar. That's why I said, in regards to her operating, I'm operating completely out of ignorance in regard to
that. Okay. But you are familiar with a show called Gotcha Man and or Battle of the Planets.
Right. But it's been a minute. I was watching that. I was in junior high school.
Got it. All right. Okay. I'll do it like this. Remember Thundar the Barbarian?
Junior high school.
Okay. So you remember Thundar the Barbarian. Okay. You pretty much familiar with the things that Thundar the Barbarian has done, can do, and no matter what the hell goes on, he ain't never going to be able to do.
Right. But I'm more familiar with Conan.
That's all. Right. But that's all I'm saying.
Right. So what I'm saying, to get what you're going, if somebody asked me to compare Thundar the Barbarian to Conan, I know way more about Conan than Thundar the Barbarian. I've seen him more, whether we talking live action, whether we talking comic books, whether we talking the big magazine with the color cover and the black and white pages. I would be operating out of ignorance trying to compare Thundar to Conan. It wouldn't even be fair for me to do that, because I know who I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Conan.
Got it.
I'm not operating with enough knowledge, so I wouldn't even be qualified to even have that discussion.
My mouth didn't move. My mouth. I ain't say nothing. Far as I'm concerned, Gauntlet said and done.
Motherfucker be like, Theo, you don't know what you talk about. You're right. I don't know.
I know what I don't know. Since we are already on a video game theme, sort of. At least what? 1, 2, 3. Shit, all of those characters have appeared in a video game. What's the better movie? I mean, what's the better video? What's the better franchise? Mortal Kombat or Tekken? I didn't say what's the more popular. I said which one's better.
Okay, so I'm biased. I'm gonna go ahead and say Mortal Kombat. I'm probably, I'm prepared to be wrong in that. I am, but
there's no right, or just like with everything else we discuss, there's no right or wrong answer. It's based on your assessment and your knowledge.
I like Tekken. Don't get me wrong, I like Tekken. But that Mortal Kombat, especially when they got all the skins, when the other people, and then the fatality and everything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, will we be counting just the video game or everything else that comes along with the video game, like movies and stuff like that? Or just looking at the video game itself?
I guess in our minds, we say it's better because there's more available.
I just like it. Like I love some Sub-Zero. Feel what I'm saying? Like I just like that.
Yes, I absolutely feel what you're saying.
Yeah. I just love me some Sub-Zero. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't, to do that right now, and then pop up on the other side of the screen and then kick in.
And we got the other Sub-Zero too with the icy iced out version. So it's funny that you should mention that. Anyway, carry on.
I ain't saying, I'm just saying, like, that's my dog. I go back with him. We go back Nintendo.
Right. But
we go back.
I think I played Tekken before I played Mortal Kombat.
I feel you. To me, and I could be wrong, I think because especially when you look at how RDC do it, they if they gonna spoof a game, it's Tekken. I think Tekken was the more enjoyable, fun game. To be perfectly honest with you, I could.
Well, and then see that's the thing. I had like kind of an emotional connection, to Tekken because what I'm saying, I got into the storyline and I followed it and I bought all the games and played them, and what I'm saying. So I was really, really, really into Tekken. I played a Mortal Kombat here, Mortal Kombat there, and I didn't follow Mortal Kombat like I followed Tekken.
I think also Tekken leaned more into the Japanese animation style, artwork and everything, characters and everything like that. I think it leaned more into that.
Yeah, it was more computer. It had a little more computer, little more pixel power pushing it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. The character designs were. To me, I think the character designs were more. How can I put it? More eye-catching than what was going on with Mortal Kombat. I think the character designs were better over in if I can say that about Tekken than Mortal Kombat. You got Sub-Zero and Scorpio. That's basically the same character.
Well, I mean, if I've watched the documentary on Mortal Kombat, and it's like the same cat in the same suit, but different mat.
Right. So I just, like I said, I prefer Mortal Kombat, but I would totally understand if somebody said Tekken. Like,
I mean, you like what you like,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And I mean, and it was Namco, and I guess that kind of just led me in that direction of the Namco based stuff, because right after that it was Soul Calibur, which was basically Tekken with weapons.
Yeah, see, with me it was Metal Gear Solid. I went straight over that.
Oh, okay. I mean, but you know what? The game that I think they should remake
What's that?
is, and a lot of people I don't even think they remember it. You remember a game called Legacy of Kain?
Yeah, no, the name sound familiar. I just can't remember the game.
Right. Here was the premise. There was this cat, right? And he was supposed to, like, I forget the exact ramifications, but he ran into some people on the street, and these people killed him. And when he woke up, he was a vampire. And so the game is spent leveling up, getting different abilities and stuff. So, man, by the time you get far along in this game, they got this one attack where you can hit like 5 people at the same time and suck blood out of them, and they all just drop dead. You can turn into a bat, you can turn into mist, all kind of stuff.
You know what? Maybe I'm too high, but you said vampire. I'm thinking about what we're doing. So I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
What would you do? Because you said buddy got hit and woke up vampire. What would you do? You go to sleep and you wake up, you're a vampire.
What could I do?
I mean, I'm asking you.
I go get some damn blood, I guess.
No, I mean, like, okay, so no, that's fair. That's fair. Like
I mean, I would love
criminal. What I mean, like you a vampire. What you do?
like,
You got morals?
Case in point. Oh, you mean what kind of vamp? Oh, okay? Here's my question: does being a vampire give me power over other people who aren't vampires?
Yeah, you got your standard. You coming with your standard skill set.
I can glamour mugs and all that type
you
stuff.
You got your standard. Listen, you can't be seen in the mirror.
But I can bend people's will.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, then I'm 100% amoral.
You doing what?
I'm 100% amoral. It's all about me.
So you say it's all about you?
Mm-hmm.
Criminals or just regular? Anybody can get it. You need you some blood.
I would definitely go after criminals. Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Low profile, and you kicking the bobo at night.
I'm gonna make the vampire into an identity.
Okay.
Think Batman, but for real.
Okay. Family members, turn, not turn.
I would give them the choice.
Okay. Like that.
Because I don't want to spend eternity alone. And me and my wife have already had this discussion. If I ever became a vampire or she ever became a yes, bite me, please.
Okay, so now let me ask you this question. You're a vampire. You done turned some people in your family, some close friends. You know what I'm saying? You know,
right. We got a little network, no vampire
nation. Right. One of them lose their ish and just start 86ing anybody. What you doing?
Am I his sire?
Yes.
Okay, then it's my responsibility to end him.
Okay.
Because I made him.
Okay. Okay, I'm just, look. It's October. We vibing.
And I'm all on board. Speaking of which, it's funny you should bring that particular conversation up about being a vampire. Because I got a werewolf. And not just any werewolf, it's Man Wolf, baby, from his Marvel premiere appearance as Star God.
Hold on. Didn't we have an album come out, a record with a little hole in it when we was kids, and it had Man Wolf on it? You could put the needle on it and listen to the damn story. Damn, we old.
Yeah. Marvel actually made a Spider-Man album.
Listen, Star Trek. You sitting there, got the little record and everything. You listening to.
I remember those.
Oh man. Childhood was so much fun back then. It's crazy.
Wake up a vampire, go find that cat Phalion in Morthal. What? Okay. You're gonna have to clarify, LJ.
Grandmadam said she going to the club to get a bite.
I saw that. See, Grandmadam, you ain't right. You gonna be hurt. Yeah.
Good.
Kamayo said, if I was a vampire, no one would know any of the women I turned was vampires because the bite marks would be on their booty.
I feel that.
So, wait a minute. So wait. So Kamayo, basically. So basically, Kamayo, what you're saying is,
yeah, he's saying it. He's saying it. You heard it. You gotta spell it out. He's saying it.
I gotta say, yeah, I do. I gotta spell it out. I gotta say it. You out there sucking ass.
Hey, Daryl, mine would be on the inner thigh.
Hey, well, if we talk about where it's gonna be, I can't even talk about it. We can't even talk about it. I really get mad. I
It's
get mad
Friday
for
night
real.
vibes with your man D Real and your boy Theo B and everything like that. That's how we get down.
Oh, LJ Panther said Phalion is a mage that can get rid of vampirism. Okay.
Okay. Amazing. All right. Oh man. Oh man, we vibing. We vibing. What else? Brick Bro, what else? What's the topic? We were supposed to be doing something.
We did a good blow. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. We're going to play a game. You're gonna play this game with me, Theo, because you on the show with me and you ain't got no damn choice. So you are the person that gets to adventure into this.
Okay.
All right. Now, I am going to read some characteristics to you. And I want you to tell me what those characteristics are. Okay. Rampant cronyism and corruption. Now, I'm going to describe to you what it is. Certain regimes almost always are governed by groups of friends and associates who appoint each other to government positions and use governmental power and authority to protect their friends from accountability. It is not uncommon in these regimes for national resources and even treasure to be appropriated or even outright stolen by government leaders. Okay, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm going to read another one to you. Supremacy of the military. Even when there are widespread domestic problems, the military is given a disproportionate amount of government funding and the domestic agenda is neglected. Soldiers and military service are glamorized. Rampant sexism. The governments of certain nations tend to be almost exclusively male dominated. Under these regimes, traditional gender roles are made more rigid. Opposition to abortion is high, as is homophobia and anti-gay legislation and national policy. Disdain for the recognition of human rights. Because of their fear of enemies and need for security, the people in certain regimes are persuaded that human rights can be ignored in certain cases because of need. The people tend to look the other way or even approve torture, execution, assassinations, and long incarcerations of prisoners. Theo, there are at least 11 more of these principles, but just from the ones I've read you, can you tell me to which country I am referring?
See, I could go. I should. Okay, so let me preface what I'm getting ready to say.
Okay.
So, since last year, you heard horror stories. None of them are good. Of people who I can't even take it here no more. I'm going to Russia. You ain't heard no good story. Nobody doing that. I didn't came across more than one of those stories, and ain't nan one of them ended up good. And so, just me as a person, if I sit back and I'm being fair and honest, and I look at every country where there's only one primary ethnic group, those countries aren't really flourishing like
that. Okay. Okay.
Whether we talking Japan, whether we talking China, whether we talking Russia, or any other nation in Africa, regardless of the size of the landmass, they're not flourishing like that. Then when you look at the people, the common people, which would be me and you, they're struggling. Like this folks over there boiling leather. Who the hell? What? Wait a minute. And I'm sitting here and I'm saying, that's common knowledge. Like what I just said, it ain't hit nowhere. It's not. So I mentioned all those other countries that when you said who do these characteristics fit? Well, they fit them countries, but them ain't the only ones they fit. They fit this one.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold that thought.
Go ahead.
So, first of all, thank y'all so much. I'm not gonna spaz. I'm not gonna spaz. My wife works for the Agency for Healthcare Administration. She's had that job for a few years now. I myself have worked on and off with Florida Medicaid since 1990. No, since 2000. On and off with Florida Medicaid. Most of the people on Medicaid, 3/4 of them or 2/3 of them, they're European Americans. That's what that is. And they're in the state of Florida, they were already struggling when I last worked for ACA. Why? Because the Department of Children and Families, understaffed, undertrained, undersourced, underpaid. The mistakes that agency was making back when I worked for ACA, DCF is still making. Florida is one of the worst paid when it comes to state employees. This is all common knowledge. All common knowledge. So with that being what that is, I do not understand how people, because I'm not the smartest person in the room. I don't claim to be. Okay. I don't watch news like that, but I do live my life. We all live our lives. And the people that are on government assistance, they know they on government assistance. The people that call to get pew licenses and everything like that, they know what that wait time is when they trying to get their paperwork processed. They frustrated. You keep hiring folks that's not doing their job, which is to make sure you have easier access. Whether we talking food stamps, whether we talking Medicaid, whether we talking a driver's license, whether we talking a pew license. Everybody in this country right now is struggling, and they voted for
it. Yeah. Now,
so to answer your question is this one.
Real quick, those little excerpts I read you, they are from a composition written by a political scientist named Dr. Lawrence Britt in an article called Fascism. Anyone? And he based his information off of the fascist regimes of Hitler in Germany, Mussolini in Italy, Franco in Spain, Suharto in Indonesia, and Pinochet in Chile. So that's off of 5 or 6 different fascist regimes. Yet and still, when I ask you what country that reminds you of,
because it's too many similarities.
There's a whole demographic willing to burn. That's what I can't understand.
I can't get that. Because none of them countries succeeded. You mentioned Mussolini. Ron DeSantis' grandparents fled the Italian diaspora. Who was over there? I do not get how Ron This dude, that's why I said there are certain cats I could never see face to face. Your family literally fled from that. How would you come over here and try and instill that which your family fled from? Are you crazy?
The Trumps are of German descent.
Now, see, here's the thing. Ron's family fled from it, so I don't get how you flee from it, but try and instill it into another country. Donald is German. Donald's German. So Donald is trying to recreate his hero's legacy. That's all that is. Continue the legacy, whatever.
Now I might be crazy, but it sure look like that recipe is being followed to the letter. And I only read 3 or 4 of them. It's 14 of them. And I'll be, and you know what scared me? I didn't read one that don't fit the profile of this country.
There's no way. The way you and I were raised, and it was just us that was raised, which is crazy because to hear certain folks talk about it, they feel like some folks only got their jobs because of their ethnicity, because of their gender. When truth be told, because of their ethnicity, because of their gender, they wouldn't have got those jobs in the past, because what they would have done was given those jobs to unqualified non-people of color. And our current administration is a prime example of unqualified people. I don't know what it is where I would rather hire the fool, the jester. What are we sending kids to college for? I don't understand that. There's not one person that's in this current administration that has been trained for the position they hold. So I'm sitting up here like, is this what you want to be as an American? You want a job you ain't qualified for? Just to say you got it? Because that's who you're looking up to. Like, I don't want that. It's the reason why I say, hey, man, I lean on you and Mr. Smith. There's no shame in somebody knowing more than you. No, none of those people are God. But not only are they not God, they're not even college students. They're not even magna cum laude. Like, that's.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I am merely, because we vibing, I'm merely raising awareness. And hey, and showing you the similarities. That's all. I ain't gonna make no accusations. I'm just showing you the similarities, because only a person that is 150% fully programmed would say, oh, that doesn't make that. The deflection. It's like a playbook. They deflect, they discredit, that kind of a thing. So it's like I don't even have that conversation no more, because it's like, man, y'all all programmed, and I'm not conforming. I'm not Borg. I won't be assimilated.
You know what I can say, bro? It's been so, and I'm saying this to the Rock With Me Nation, I'm probably gonna wind up no longer being active on X. Like, that's a whole issue over there. Like,
finally got to you, huh?
Well, I mean, not like with what we be posting, because we just go over there to post. But if I like just go over there and I just read some stuff that ain't necessarily got nothing to do, it's a whole bunch of negativity. And what I'm embracing, what I like, and I was talking to Kamoyo about it.
They're vultures. They're waiting to pick the meat off of anything over there.
The channel is more comic book superhero friendly, entertainment and everything like that. We're gonna do that. Make sure the YouTube algorithms can lock in and everything like that. What I'm enjoying is what we got going on. Like, it's like, okay, y'all stupid. I ain't got time for that. Like, that's why my mind said, like, y'all bugging. Like, even with Country Wayne, and I'm saying that because folks can be bugging all around you for different reasons. You have to distance yourself from it. I've had so much fun this week just doing Black Panther stuff, just superhero stuff. Like, that's where I've seen it. Nobody has to convince me. When we talked about representation, imagery, I now get why our characters ain't coming to the live action based on my interactions over there on TikTok. I get it. It's a certain ignorance on this side. It's a certain ignorance on this side. And then there's willful stupidity from us. And as Cat Williams said, we ain't gonna ever have nothing because we don't know. We vibing, but we don't know how to walk lockstep. We don't know how to be one platoon. We don't know how to have when we pull that handle to the back when we're doing our rifle inspection. We don't know how to release it at the same damn time. When we say column right, march, you got some of us going straight. You got some of us bending a column left. You got some of us going in reverse. The damnest thing is we discussed this before we got in formation. Like we had this conversation. So what we do, I think, moves the needle in ways, as you say, other folks ain't being consistent. I'd rather just do this right here, big dog. I'm good with this right here. I'm good. It's a lot of fun right here.
I got you. I got you. I got you, dog.
Because them folks out there crazy.
Yeah. And I say all of that simply to say, it can be done anywhere. You feel me? It can be done anywhere. And people don't understand. I can get it somewhere else. It's too much variety out here for me to be playing favorites. It's too many options out here for me to be saying, okay, I'm gonna be loyal to you, and all you doing is shitting on me.
Y'all don't want it. The farmers of America don't want to do it in peace.
I'm just, you know what? Yeah.
Do you know how cultish you got to be like? Because somebody said it before. I've heard it. I don't know who said it first, but they said they was talking to this dude that was a racist, and maybe this is why I tell, but it didn't matter how broke he was as long as we was broke. Long he had nothing. This is my daughter here. Hold on.
Hey, y'all. I'm going to come totally out of left field and say, hey, look at my jazzy new Man-Wolf figure, courtesy of Marvel Legends. For those of y'all that didn't know, this was the point at which John Jameson had sentience and was able to retain his consciousness in a Man-Wolf form, and was able to find his way into another dimension through the jewel on his throat. And they called him Star God over there. And he wielded a sword and bow and arrows and rode on flying creatures. And it was almost like, I don't know, like a sword and sorcery fantasy sort of thing. But it's a good read. It's a good read. It was 2 issues. I own them. Yeah, talking werewolf, darndest thing. And I don't know what it is about Man-Wolf that appeals to me. Is it the motif? Is it the, I don't know, because I've always been like a huge Looney Tunes, Hanna-Barbera fan, and so I may subconsciously have this admiration for anthropomorphic creatures. I don't know, but
that's nice. That's nice, bro. That's nice.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. But Man-Wolf has always been my guy, man. I ain't even gonna front. It was just something about the way the character looked. And you know the crazy part? My introduction to Man-Wolf, I didn't learn that Man-Wolf was related to J. Jonah Jameson because my introduction to Man-Wolf was in a comic book called Creatures on the Loose. And in Creatures on the Loose, they had a man-wolf run. And it was during the 70s, and so we had all of this sword and sorcery and horror and all of this kind of stuff going on. So there was all kind of comic books like that that you had to deal with, and monsters were popular, and so they were playing up Man-Wolf. They were playing up Man-Wolf. They were playing up Morbius. They were playing up Dracula. They were playing up the Frankenstein monster. They were playing up the Man-Thing. So Marvel had this whole and Damon Hellstrom and his sister Satana. So you had this whole kind of, they covered the whole gamut: monster, supernatural, vampire, werewolf, had a werewolf by night, all that. So you had 2 werewolves, 2 vampires, a Frankenstein monster, a mummy. They just, and Man-Wolf kind of stood out to me. And it was after the fact that I found out, it's J. Jonah Jameson's son. Wow. And the rest is history.
What is he doing now?
What is who doing?
J. Jonah Jameson.
John Jameson. Last time I saw John Jameson, he was part of the Agents of Wakanda.
Damn. So he hanging out in Wakanda.
Well, not necessarily in Wakanda, but on the Bozeman. Because in Agents of Wakanda, they operate out of the Bozeman. And
could you explain to everybody what that is for those that don't know?
The Bozeman is a specialized Wakandan helicarrier, named in honor, of course, of Chadwick Aaron Boseman. But see, that's how you honor a character, or that's how you honor a person. I named something after that person, therefore I am honoring him. So T'Challa, in most cases, dispatches like a specialized team of operatives on a specific mission. Janet Van Dyne, at the time I was reading it, was his second in command, along with Okoye, and they would accompany whoever he had assembled as his team on their mission. And sometimes he would accompany him.
I want to stress this to people real quick. What Daryl just said, the Bozeman. That means as long as Marvel Comics is around, as long as Wakanda, they use it, we will always remember Chadwick Aaron Boseman, because we know who that helicarrier is named after. It's a whole adventure comic book sitting out there like that. To his point, that's how you honor somebody. We will always remember him, if you are a comic book fan, you on this live, you know his initials, you read that comic book, you go pick up comic books going forward, you know that's dedicated to Chadwick Boseman. You'll be able to share that story with your family, friends, and loved ones. That's how you continue somebody's legacy. Shout out to Marvel Comics. CB Sabolsky, I know I give you a hard time, but hey.
Okay.
You gotta get credit where credit due. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. These things will say introduced to him. Yeah, that's where he premiered, in the pages of Spider-Man. Just like, and a lot of people don't understand this, and I've told people many times, my introduction to the Black Panther was in Avengers. It was issue number 112 and 114. The Avengers were fighting the Lion God, and at the time they were calling the Lion God Sekhmet. But I am thinking at this time it's probably been retconned, because we know what the true genealogy of Sekhmet is, and he's not a lion god. Hell, he's not even a guy. But that was I found that mythos, kind of fascinating. I'm like, that has very strong African origins to it. And then my next introduction to Black Panther was Jungle Action, It wasn't until after I'd read Jungle Action that I went back and read Fantastic Four number 52.
Did you see what Jonathan Hickman wrote about Africa in Fantastic Four 607 and 8?
Yeah.
This dude went back and he said, "Hey man," because I'm sitting back like, who write? I didn't write this. This dude basically wrote that everything originates from Africa. They just changed it as time moved on to say that was their religion. Because he was like, how we got Wakandan iconography here before we got Egyptian wait. I said, ooh.
Which lines up completely with Cheryl Ann Eaton's book.
I'm like, see, we can't say nothing now. We can't. As a matter of fact, we say we vibing, right? We say we vibing.
We vibing.
So for those of y'all that's rock with me, y'all know I did this on the live early and everything like that. But Daryl and if Mr. Smith is here and everything like this, listen. To all of y'all that was talking that mantle talk, I read them stories by Jonathan Hickman. Don't tell them lies no more. Don't do that no more. Leave that lie alone.
Well, and here's what I say, Theo. You can't 100% blame them because the the sheep were led astray by false shepherds.
Bro, I'm talking. I ain't talking about the fan. I ain't talking about the casual fan. I'm talking about comic book writers. Because me and you talked about this before we went on the air. We had a writer that said some stuff, and I'm saying to him like, man, I know damn good and well that happened on Jack Kirby's run, and on the Priest, he was dating somebody else. He wasn't even dating the Roy, and I know Reginald Huntley didn't write it like that. So I'm sitting here looking at like I got comic book writers, I got editors, and I got Mr. Smith said name them. I ain't gonna do them like that. And I got comic book reviewers said it was just a mantle. Oh, I done reviewed a lot of Black Panther comic books, and it's damn near always about T'Challa. So I ain't got but one. I got like 12 issues with Casper Cole. They go right back to T'Challa. I got Shuri, but I also got T'Challa as the Black Panther too. So when y'all say we know Shuri is the griot now, so I need everybody that told that lie. I ain't gonna mention your name, but if you are a comic book reviewer, you a comic book critic, you a comic book writer, you an editor, don't tell that lie no more. You a movie reviewer, don't tell that lie no more. And if anybody lie to you, I'm talking to the Rock Weeping Nation. Tell them, Jonathan Hickman, Reginald Hutland, Christopher Priest. We're not doing that. Y'all lie for no reason. Why y'all lying on fictional characters? You know how thirsty you got to be for subs to lie on a fictional character?
To push your narrative. To push your narrative. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a little bit of propaganda go a long way. If I tell you it's blue when it's green, and you receive me telling you that it's blue, then you gonna go tell everybody else what I told you. That's how it happens. Why do you think every time we get in these conversations, these debates, these arguments, you always are hearing the regurgitated information that these people heard from somebody else?
Man, you know what?
It's that old trick that you play in high school when you tell a story and then everybody go out in the hall and then you got to go out in the hall and tell that story and everybody come back in and they tell that story from a different perspective, but there's always that one intertwining thread that lets you know they all got this shit from the same source.
You know what, D? You right. But you know that's that app that me and you said we distancing ourselves from. It was quite a few brothers acting hoity-toity over there, talking about it's always been just a mantle. Ooh, y'all lied.
Lied. Hey, are you familiar with the novel Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Are you familiar with the character named Renfield?
Name what?
Renfield.
Was that like his assistant or something like that?
Renfield was a character that he came into contact when he got to England, and he was already kind of a little bit off. Right. And he promised him eternal life. And all he had to do was do his will. And I give you all the roaches and bugs and centipedes that you want to eat. You know what I'm saying? And that's what. Didn't I serve you, master? Didn't I do what you told me to do, master? Didn't I? You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of Renfield out here. You know what I'm saying? That want them roaches and them centipedes, that they are willing to say whatever and regurgitate whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's the long and the short of it. I mean, it ain't no shade. It just is what it is. It was we at one point. It was just me and you out here saying what we were saying, and they're all there. They some old loony niggas. Oh, they mine. Oh, and now you got the industry coming back saying the shit that we forever. And now all of a sudden we being our numbers. They fucking with our numbers.
Bro, it's like that lie is just so obvious. Like me, I'm like this. If you gonna lie, the lie got to be close to the truth. Like that be my thing. Like if you gonna lie, man, the best lie is the one that closely matches the truth. And I'm sitting there like, okay, I see you saying that to a casual. It's always been a mental. But man, ain't nobody crazy. Ain't no me and you not casuals. So don't tell me it's just a mantle. Don't say that to me.
And you know I'm believe it.
Huh?
And expect me to believe it.
Yeah, because you know if you don't know nothing, I would think right by now. Well, hell, I don't think it. I know it because they call us the griot and the prophet. They know what we out here doing. Why would you lie to me? Now I'm gonna say it again. When I be looking, big dog, when I be reading, when I be reviewing this stuff, dog, this is what I be looking for. I low-key be looking for T'Challa to mistreat a role. I'm like, I see what y'all was talking about now. See what y'all was talking about. Bruh, I'm reading the stories and I'm like, I got this woman saving this dude ass more than a little bit. She ain't being mistreated. This dude she didn't caught this dude off a flying building. She done went to hell and back, literally. For this dude and everything like that, like, why y'all lying like that? I'm so ashamed of y'all. I'm so ashamed of y'all don't know what to do.
Well, when the desire to be accepted as the source versus actually having the knowledge that you want to be lauded for having, they choose instead, tactics.
Dirty
Mac. Dirty Mac is what we call it in the street. Out here, Dirty Mac.
It is Dirty Mac. It is dirty. So, can I say I'm ashamed of them? I'm ashamed of them.
It is a shameful practice. It is a shameful practice.
Huh?
It is a shameful practice.
You're gonna lie on the character that look like you to people that look like you. That's out.
These will say good writing is good writing. And he also said that's what drew me to these channels. Too many spaces were still writing that MCU Bozak. I haven't heard that word in a while.
Tell us how old you are without telling us how old you are.
I ain't heard nobody say Bozak in a minute.
hey, man. Boy, look. Hey, man, listen. Let me tell you something. The reason why I'm saying it like that, because I'm saying to myself, hey, go with me, big bro, because you be doing the comic book reviews too. So you know. I'm sitting like, damn, I done reviewed Deadliest Other Species. I ain't see it. Power, I ain't see it. Because I was looking for certain stuff. Her being mistreated, T'Challa dying. The Doom War, nope. Man Without Fear, nope.
Even capacitated and reduced, he was still an interesting, readable character.
Right, bro. I'm sitting up. I'm trying to wait. I'm looking because I'm like, because the more folks say the more you be looking for. I'm like, they said this dude mistreated, especially the writer. When the writer said he mistreated her and everything like that, I'm like, bro, I think you lying now, bro. I think you lying. I don't want to just come out and say, bro, you lying and we doing the show. But now it's like, okay, now hold on, bro. Hold on now, dog. Hold on now, dog. Now, I done did the Jonathan Hickman for the Fantastic Four. That ain't happened over there. She was whooping ass over there now. She whooping ass over there. We had Jason Aaron run. Okay, they ain't in issue 0. And she wasn't mistreated with Christopher Priest because he was dating Monica. If she wasn't mistreated with Reginald Hunt and they got married. So, okay, so now I got questions, and now your credibility is in question. Because I'm like, okay, now, come on now. I reviewed these. So which comic book you was talking about, dog? Because he ain't mistreat her in no X-Men comic book. We know better than that. He ain't mistreat her in no X-Men comic book. Okay, so which comic book this dude mistreated her in? Because y'all, it's too many of y'all done said that. Too many. Casual, writer, reviewers, critics. It's too many of y'all that said that it's just a mantle. Okay, so where y'all getting this information from? Like, no, dead ass. What the movie Denzel Washington was? The Great Debaters?
Yeah, it's simple logic. And the simple logic is this. If there's more than one of them, it must be a mantle. Okay. And that, I mean, literally, I can find no other argument that supports the rationale of saying, as I understand, it's passed down. I get that. I get all that. It was being passed down in Fantastic Four number 52. Okay. In Fantastic Four number 53. It was, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, so who else was them comic books about? If if they wasn't about T'Challa, who else was them comic books about? I mean, I know during the Jack Kirby run, we had the Black Musketeers, but I mean, they were just cousins and stuff that was hanging out wearing masks. They wasn't really about the mantle per se. And the comic book they appeared in was called Black Panther.
Bro, here's the thing. I'm reading Fantastic Four 608, right? And he mentions Hunan and Takana. I'm sitting up here like, he just mentions them. Like, I'm sitting up here like, y'all really gonna go, y'all gonna go on y'all videos, y'all gonna do y'all lives, y'all would get in comment section and argue with folks. I'm so ashamed of y'all. Like, damn. I don't even know what to do with that. I'm so damn ashamed. Not remember the song by Drake? I'm so proud of you. No. I'm ashamed. Damn y'all. That's a weak ass lie. Damn, that's a weak ass lie. And if you'll lie about that, what won't you lie about?
Hey. Now tell them, say what writer said that? Many. many writers said that. It was like it was a trend. It was like they were rushing to see who could say it the most eloquently.
No, you ready? You know what he asking. No, you know what he asking. You know what he said. He being petty. He being petty. Which writer said that? Because he know which one I'm talking about.
He wants somebody out here dragging folks.
We're not gonna do that. You know, we know. I know.
And that's why I said several. Many of them.
Boy, I'm ashamed of y'all, boy. I'm ashamed of y'all. I'm ashamed. Like that. Because now it's like you can't tell me. You can't. Because I'm sitting up here like, well, we go from Avengers versus X-Men over to the Infinity Saga. And from there, we finna head on over to Ta-Nehisi Coates. And I know damn good and well it wasn't over there because he wrote them like he didn't give two damn about what Jason Aaron was talking about over there in the Avengers versus X-Men. They was all lovey-dovey like had a damn thing happen. Right. So, and I know how Jonathan Ridley wrote. And I don't think none of us consider what he did credible. So now I'm looking at folks like, ooh, we didn't went back.
And that's why Eve that's why Eve did what she did with it. When she got it after him. Hey Eve, how you
Yeah,
doing?
right. She ain't get that. Yeah, so I'm looking at the writers. Baby, no shade. Baby, no shade. But I'm looking at all the writers. Had that mental talk going on. Had that he mistreated Aurora talk going on. And I'm calling every last one of y'all on a Friday night vibe, as good as I'm feeling, liars. Y'all liars. And y'all lie for what? Y'all lie. Like, I
That's
don't
a
care what you
lie.
do. Y'all lied. Y'all lied for nothing.
I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm back.
they lied for what? Like, I'm sitting up here like, Dare, you have no idea. That's why I said this has been the best week ever, just to sit back and just review comic book content. And since we reduced our footprints, give us more time, more time to just review backstories.
Hey, you better tell them. You
Oh,
better
y'all
tell
lied.
them,
Oh,
bruh.
y'all
And you
lied.
want me to tell you what? You want me to tell you what? You want me to tell you? I'm gonna tell you another thing. I'm gonna tell you another thing. I feel so peaceful. I feel so like, and like you said, it ain't the chronic. It just it's removing the bull crap from your life of having to, you know what I'm saying? Because it drains you. It drain and I was telling you, man, it drains you physically, and you ain't gonna feel it till you feel it. Now you done felt it, and you're like, I don't want to feel like this no more. You know what I'm saying? Hey, stretch it out and breathe, baby, because it's real.
To have them energies when everybody was talking about that, oh, he should be you hear Abdul Mateen be Wonder Man. So I'm saying, man, go on over to Chat GPT and type in Yahia Abdul Mateen as Blue Marvel and see what comes back.
Bruh, I was like, I ain't even getting in that shit. I already see that. See that coming a mile off. That's like a bear trap with some honey in it. I said, I see that for what it is.
Bro, here was the thing though. You let Chat GPT do that, right? They did one for Black Goliath too, but I ain't really like that. But when they put him in the Blue Marvel suit, the same folks that had so much to say on TikTok about my opinion, crazy crickets. Because you can't say no, you like, damn, he would look better as Blue Marvel. Yeah, he would. Damn it.
These Caesar said, and that Storm into that all that Storm and T'Challa marriage was toxic mess is all cap. Real talk, the most toxic relationship in X-Men are Scott and Jean, and I put most of that on Scott. Hey,
I'm a hoe. You know I'm a hoe.
Hey, ain't Logan part of that relationship too?
I rock 3 different freaks after every show. I'm a hoe. You know I'm
they into that utter kink. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, wait a minute. Let's not act like that. Road did not though.
Oh, yeah,
your boy.
Well,
I mean, him on Gambit and Magneto.
Hang on. Don't put that on Rogue. Magnus like 70-something, ain't he?
I mean, yeah, he is. Yeah. Hey, you know what? What's crazy? Y'all ready? We vibing. You know what? The age restriction thing only applies to us. We the ones too old. Adam is too old for Monica.
Clearly, but they capping for that ship with Magneto and Rogue.
Man, Magneto, Rogue,
for it. Like, yes, Thor, I want to see them ships.
Hey, Thor and old girl, what was her name? Thor and Jane Foster.
Yeah, he's a couple thousand years older than her.
Yeah, ain't nobody care.
Ain't talking about none of that yet.
What? Namor and Sue Richards, ain't nobody can. Ain't nobody can. But Professor Xavier and Jean Grey, y'all don't be caring, bro. Y'all don't be caring. Us, I be doing another 30.
Adam Brashear is too old for her. He's too old. What are y'all thinking? But I mean, that's
okay.
Everyday thing.
I know where we got Black Love at on the 1987. That's where we got Black Love at, on the 1987.
1985?
You right. The 1985. You're right. My bad. I said correct.
I want you to win. I don't want you to wind up in the wrong universe.
Right. You're right. We need that. We need them coordinates. You're right.
Hey, 1987 might be a universe where they constantly offing each other. So you don't want to go there.
Hey, you ready? That might be that Nazi universe.
Hey, I'm black. Go get him. He got out of the camp.
Yeah. You know what? That's the thing that I love.
Are they renewing that show?
Huh?
I don't think they renewing because they giving James Gunn a whole bunch of flack right now. So
you know what, man? Here's the thing. It's crazy because I was looking at that bump comic, cosmic news, whatever that is, trash.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so the thing is that they feel like James Gunn is woke, and I knew where this came from. They've been mad at him ever since Superman, and I don't get that because I'm like, if you got a problem with, here's the sad part: if you got a problem with immigrants, you would have a problem with Jesus. I don't, if you believe in the Bible, we all know he was an immigrant, way before Kal-El, and so you're going so hard to show your disdain for immigrants, yet you calling yourself a Christian. So they're mad at James Gunn because he portrayed certain folks as more so they were Lex Luthor, or they were under the impression that they were Kal-El. They found out in Superman that they were Lex Luthor, and then he split the block on it with Peacemaker. Like he really wanted to drive that point home. Yeah. And so folks got mad because he had that universe, and to them, ain't nothing wrong with that particular universe. But for them to be called Nazis because they like that universe, that's him being woke, and now they want him gone. Mind you, his Superman movie was nice.
I liked it.
Matter of fact, what did he put out that's bad? In the DC, over there where he at.
I've enjoyed his stuff. I've enjoyed his stuff. I mean, I like anybody that respects comic book canon. I mean, you don't necessarily have to. If you can not respect comic book canon and make a great movie, then thumbs up. That's great writing. But it's right there. If I tell me the story, a Little Red Riding Hood, you ain't finna be like, oh, Little Red Riding Hood got a 50 cal and she blew the wolf away. You're gonna tell that story the way that story was meant to be told, because that's the way that story was told. Oh, this is my version. Okay, well, all right, maybe we don't want to see your version. Maybe we want to see the version we're supposed to see. And that seems to be a very difficult thing, for people to wrap their brain around.
I think what it is now, what I'm about to say is going to be controversial, but y'all just go with me. It's Friday. This Bear's fault. These folks been upset ever since Bear ran for president. And Bear, it wasn't good enough that Bear won once. Bear won twice. Bear won twice. And he got these people's daughters, wives, looking at him a certain type of way and everything like that. And some of their sons were attracted to his wife and their daughters and everything like this. It's just they've been mad since then. They've been PO, like they've been pissed off to the highest state of pistivity. So much so that they would cut off their nose and spite their face. I don't want to say it's his fault, but indirectly. Like, hey, he not run and won twice. Like, and he still got this whole thing going where even to this day, folks do not know that Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act are the same damn thing. So, they mad. They still mad. They big mad. They upset. They pissed. Then here come Kamala. She finna go run for president. They mad.
Oh, they wow. Mad. Kamayo said all them snow bunnies went out to make a little Barack of their own.
I'm telling you, they mad. They mad. That's what I sat back because I'm like,
okay, and just on this topic right here, that Kamayo talking about, like you said, this Friday we vibing. Yeah. Kamayo, especially in the Northwest, sir. It is running rampant. and low key,
woo! I was not expecting that.
Low key, it always has. See, they build different. They build different in the Northwest. They like, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Hi, my name's Katie. You know what I'm saying? Can I get to know you? You know, so it
I'm in the South, so
it's their greatest fear.
I mean,
extinction. Hey, they like the Cree. They're like the Cree. The Cree have reached their evolutionary end. They cannot evolve any further, and they are on the brink of extinction because other empires are evolving and growing, and they are not.
So check me out. This is what I would say to them cats. Be like, man, because me and you believe in keeping it a buck. Be like, bro, look here. We don't want your woman. Like, not every brother want not every brother want. Like, not every brother. Like, not if you look at the national statistics, most of us are married to sisters. And do you know why we married to sisters? Because we don't want to deal with your foolishness. we don't want, you know what? Dealing with the sister, if she mad at me, I know why she mad at me. If her family mad at me, I know why her family mad at me. She either then A, told them I done did something crazy, or B, I done did something crazy. You, I could be over here minding my John Brown business. Now I got to be looking on my shoulder for the rest of my life because I got to be worried about who over there on her side is still believing that nonsense. We don't want them like that.
Marries one tomorrow.
We don't want them like that. Can somebody tell them we don't want them like that?
I'm sorry, you got the whole Northwest against you, man. I'm just saying, man. You could walk out my house and throw a rock and see a biracial couple.
I mean, and I ain't mad at that. Like, I believe in love. Like, I believe in love. Like, love who you love. I'm that person. Love who you love. I'm just like, for them, I don't want them feeling like we want all. No, it's not everybody wants your woman. That's what I'm saying. Like, not everybody want. There are some that don't want your woman.
They think we do.
No, we don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to let them know. Not all of us want your woman. I'm just telling you. God knows, not all of us interested in your woman. Please understand that. We don't want nothing to do with your woman. I'm just, because we like our food season. No shade.
Say you like your food with some seasoning.
I can't bring you to the cookout and you didn't put raisins in the potato salad. I can't do that.
Hey, they got reason to be scared though. I mean, I'm right there with you, Kamaya. They do have reason to be scared because they are more than any other ethnicity of women. They the ones thirst trapping the hardest. By far, by leaps and bounds.
Listen, go talk to your woman then. Like, that's what we do over here in our culture. Don't come talk to the dude. Go talk to your lady. Your lady won't leave us alone. We over here. Go talk to your woman.
Hey. We've been telling them for years. It's your chick. You check. I ain't checking your chick. If your chick is all over on me, you need to be checking her, not me.
Because listen, we got rules over here in the game, and it goes something like this: your chick chose me. Now, we can either handle this like men, or we can get into some gangster. Like
Paul Martin said, all the brothers in my circle who dealt with them were open to any attractive women who reciprocated. Okay, don't misunderstand. I don't know what Theo's saying, but don't misunderstand what I'm saying. What I am saying is this. In the Northwest, comma, they are aggressive. Okay.
they like that at Florida State too.
And when I say aggressive, I don't mean just somebody who looking at you like, hey, hi, and throwing out. I'm talking like in your face and hey, and offering to buy you things and want to talk to you, want to take you here. This is upon meeting. I'm not talking about Grant Gaines shot your shot and gamed at him for a little while. I'm talking about off rip, super duper mega thirst traps. All right.
Yeah. I seen that firsthand at Florida State. If anybody want to know how football players, athletes like that look like us get caught up, it's cause they catch you day one. Day one.
Man, they like Predator. They done been they in the background cloaked, you know. And
yeah.
And then they pop up, dun, dun, you know.
Yeah.
You just,
I'm taking public speaking at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going over to class at Florida State. This is a few years ago. Public speaking. I'm the oldest one in the class. That's including the teacher. Right? I got this football player from Florida State. He a DB. Right? It's 9 o'clock in the morning, Daryl. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Sister's not Karen. Not Karen. Karen. Coming up in the class early in the morning. If they do all that. The other one, oh no. If that hair ain't pulled back in a nice little ponytail, they done already put that makeup on and everything like that right now. The worst they got on is a t-shirt and some tights, t-shirt, and yeah, that's what because they just finished, working out, even though they don't smell like it and everything. Daryl, Buddy introduced himself. We all introduced ourselves. I'm sitting here peeping game. I'm like, so the dude that introduced himself as a football player, ain't none of you sisters trying to holler? Damn. The other ones, hey, how you doing? Introducing the name. They shaking hands and everything like that. Oh, they exchanging phone numbers. If offering the phone number, we can get together for some homework and everything. I'm sitting here looking back at the sister like, y'all not gonna do nothing? Y'all not gonna say nothing? This dude come to class. He got a brace. He got a cast on his leg. You okay? What happened? I'm looking at the sisters like, oh, y'all have got to be kidding me. Y'all really gonna let them do this right here? You need a ride back to your dorm? They don't play. You an athlete, they don't give a damn if you start. You on the team.
Yeah.
You on the team.
And that's what I mean. It's very noticeable. Is all we're saying here. And it's to the point now where they ain't even bashful about it no more. You know what I'm saying? I have some partners of mine. Matter of fact, my daughter's boyfriend, was saying she was, they were out somewhere and it was some great girls pushing up on her man, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, hey, they don't care at all. They like, I'm a holler. I'm gonna shoot my shot. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Remember like in the 80s when we was young and it used to be us in the mall and we was doing all the running and we was doing all the chasing and we was doing all the gibbering and hollering and all of that. It ain't like that no more. Hey, it's 2025. These girls know what they want and they asking for it. You know what I'm saying? So, period. Kamayo said, I seldom shop alone just because of that.
Right. He told me
they out here circling like buzzards.
Right there. Me and you was doing a show. Me and you were doing a show, and he hit me up after the show and said, "Hey, Theo." I said, "What is it?" Bro, you know what? I don't go out the house for a reason. And when I do, I have a no talk, no touch rule. I don't talk and I don't touch.
Hey, you gotta be like Keanu Reeves. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody like, hey, take a picture with me and picture in this and picture in that. Every time I take a picture with you, you're gonna see my hand. You're gonna see exactly where my hand's at. I'm gonna throw one of them out there. I wasn't touching her booty. That's a lie.
You ready?
see where my hands is.
You
ain't gonna get me like that. No,
you want to talk about somebody who showed you how to take a picture? We got to give it up one time for Keanu Reeves showing you how to be a celebrity, take pictures, and not get caught up.
Bruh, Keanu was like, y'all ain't finna get me like that. I ain't even touch you heifers. What y'all talking about? Chris Brown out here palming booties though. And they paying it for it.
ain't no way in hell.
You can't be my woman no more. We get the divorce tomorrow if you take a picture with Chris Brown grabbing your butt.
I ain't. You know what? And it ain't a matter if I see the picture. It's if you take the picture. Like, damn, if I see it. No, not doing that. Not doing that. No, man. And then my thing is, I don't know. Because see, as a society, is it me or have we become real comfortable explaining bullshit? Like, you can't justify being in a relationship and you got Chris Brown with his hand on your ass. You can't go tell your man it's just a picture.
Hey, because here's my thing. I done took pictures with celebrities. I done took pictures with female celebrities, but I'm not all hugged up on them like, come on, girl, let's get it. It was respectful. It was tasteful. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, not to mention a couple of them, their husbands and their boyfriends was there. But I mean, that's besides the point. My whole thing is that ain't what you ain't supposed to be doing that.
Just as a man. Because me and you men.
Right. Because you wouldn't want nobody all hugged up on your girl, grabbing, hunching on her booty.
You know how you feel as a dude when you grab a woman's posterior and just hold it. Like, it's one thing to hit it, slap it, rub it. But when you hold it, you just got to sit right there in your hand like that. That's
on your hand for a couple seconds.
That's a sign of ownership.
Not happening at all. I mean, and I'll be honest with you. If I ever got the opportunity to take a picture with Sade, I would. But I would be respectful. I would be, respectful of my relationship, respectful of her relationship. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be out here all extra thirsty and acting raggedy and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because, you ain't going don't throw away something you built for a moment.
No, if I take a picture with Mary J. Blige, she got to get that church hug.
Bruh. Already, man.
No, man.
I don't get that. These young is built different. They built different.
Here's the sad part. No, they not, because they real fragile. As soon as somebody cheat on them, bro, they get in their feeling.
That's what I mean by how about them being built different.
There ain't no way in the world. I'm going to an Usher concert. You and who? Me and the girls on your birthday. I thought me and you were supposed to be doing something for your birthday. I'm not understanding.
Here we go. That's what I'm saying, girl. You about to get in a whole heap of trouble, as they say. Now I watched this video of this one lady, and she said that in her relationship, she doesn't do anything to put herself in those situations, and she doesn't expect her husband to put himself in those kind of situations either. I.e., meaning going to the club by yourself, that's out. That's done. You're not doing that anymore. We passed that stage. You know what I mean? So, cause me, I don't even go to clubs no more. I ain't like to go to clubs no more.
Can I add something to that?
If I ain't performing, I don't even go to a club.
Right. Can I add something to that? So, because me and my wife was talking, right? And so, because if I go to the club, I got to go to the club with her. Last time I went to the club, I was in there for 5 minutes, and that was just long enough for me to finish my drink. And she said, "You didn't have fun." I said, "No." She said, "Why?" I said, "Well," I said, "Here's the thing." I said, "Okay, I'm at the club. I sit down at a table, or a song come on. Young lady sit down at the table. We're not gonna be rude. A conversation ensues. I'm asking myself why. I ain't trying to get to know her. I got a whole ass wife. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what we're doing at this particular point in time.
He said, I ain't trying to get to know her.
No, I'm not, because it's like, why am I trying to get to know you? You see, I know why I was trying to get to know you before could be my friend, but my wife is my friend. So what we doing that for? And then the other thing would have been trying to get between the cookies. We ain't doing that. So let me see what we got.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, and for me, you can add Gina Torres to that list too.
And you can also add, I can't remember her name, and I'm so wrong for that. She was in the Quentin Tarantino movie with the vampires.
Oh, Salma Hayek.
Yeah, Lord have mercy. But no, I can't, because you, like you said, you asking for trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be, but if you don't want to have a conversation, what you having a conversation for? And that's crazy, because I never thought that I would be that person thinking like that. But what we talking about?
Being nice.
Being nice, what's going on?
And staying out of trouble.
Yeah, only thing you can ask me is how the family doing.
Having a happy home.
That's it. You know, how the family doing? Family doing good. How your family doing?
Real good, actually.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we ain't talking about that, I ain't with no. I don't care nothing about what you got going on at work. No, what you got? I don't want to see your house. I don't care nothing about all that. No.
What's her name? Friday After Next. KD Albert. I actually ran into her in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, no.
It's like you said,
I'm just gonna say hi and keep going.
I mean, you done built something with somebody, and here's the thing. I mean, the grass always look greener on the other side, but I mean, like
that part right there.
Man, like you didn't. I think it's safe to say the stuff that you and I have built with our wives is worth more than anything else, and we good. We good right now.
I mean, and let's just be blunt. How what? Stop it. How much are you willing to lose for what could just be a drop in the bucket? My 22 years ain't worth a drop in the bucket.
Bro, my 6 ain't.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I mean, you gotta weigh it. That's how you gotta weigh it. You know what I mean? Oh, she look really good. But do she got insurance plan? She look really good. Is she gonna be able to carry the weight when you gotta pay $1 million in child support? She look really good. No, bro, you gotta weigh all that. You gotta weigh it. And if you turn around after all of that and still say, "Yep, I'ma hit it," you a new fool, as Bernie Mac would say.
Here's the most important thing. Here's the most important thing to me. Does her swag match your swag? And when I say that, are y'all complementary pieces to one another? Like, that's the thing to me that, I had to, of course, mature into a man to realize that.
And that ain't something you're going to learn in one conversation.
No, exactly. you know, because the thing is, you know, and I said this to my wife, for better or for worse, it's just that, for better or for worse. That's got to be the person you're going to ride it out with, even when it get bad, because you the one took them vows. You the one took them vows. And so for better or for worse, you ain't checking for nobody else. You just not checking for nobody else. It's bad as it get, unless somebody step outside the marriage. Okay, we gotta fix this.
Plus, I'm scared of my wife. She crazy.
Mine is too.
And I ain't trying to have all them kind of problems. I'm past that shit.
Look, I'm already suffering from PTSD. Fuck that.
Bro, I don't need to be looking over my shoulder and making sure my food good and all that.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, what Theo at the house?
Hey, Paul Martin got a real good question. Would y'all be wingman for single homies? And the answer to that question is a resounding effing no. And I'm gonna tell you why. I will not be a wingman for my single homie. All right. It's the visual. See, here's how most stuff happens. All right. Paul Martin, his homie, and two single ladies sitting at a table. If I'm across the room and I'm a no business having ass female that just happens to see you over there, and I know you got a wife, I'm not, well, some might come over there and confront you, but others might be like,
right, you ain't even got to be married for that to happen.
Hey, Leola, girl, what you doing right now? Is Michelle and Paul still together? Girl, you know what? He's sitting here right. That's why I will not be a wingman for my single homie. That's one reason. That's just one reason. Okay? So there are several.
You just gave me flashbacks to me getting caught up in my ish in high school. You just...
Bruh, I'm telling you, no, I'm not being. If I'm single, yeah, I'll be your single wingman all day. But if I'm in a relationship, don't call me, don't text me, don't send me no smoke signals, don't send up the derail signal, none of that. I'm not gonna be.
First of all, if I know you a hoe, my lady, my wife probably know you're a hoe too.
That part, yes, amen.
So right. So she really only looking for me and you to link up at certain places. The gym, the court, the flag football field. That's it. If I say I'm going out with you, well, she already know you're a hoe.
Like, you ain't going out nowhere with him. We already know that guy.
I come out better than saying I'm going by my damn self.
he come up to the house and watch the game, but y'all ain't going nowhere.
No, I'm not doing that. Watch this. Why is my single homie? That's my best friend. That's my friend. Let me read this again. Let me see this right here. Would y'all be single for your single homies? Why is my single homie asking me to be his wingman? He know damn good well I'm married.
That's another reason right there. Negro, you know I'm married. Why in the hell are you asking me to be your wingman? So I can be single. So I can be single like your ass? No.
Damn.
Answer is no.
Sound like a setup.
It is a setup. Brother Theo, it is 2 hours and 15 minutes. What you got going this weekend?
Oh man, we really gonna dive into the pictures and everything like that. I've been stalling.
Sure. Are we gonna start? We gonna start the little thing?
Yeah. I
get at Mr. Smith, find out what he doing And then I just go ahead and put my thing in because I got all this weekend and on into the next week, man, y'all. It's action figure stuff. Get ready. Period.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be some stuff. I'm pulling out the customs. Y'all gonna be like, hell no. Okay, so just get ready for that. Just get ready for that.
I'm gonna be doing some more action figure covers and everything like that. I kind of like doing that. The Avengers versus X-Men. Y'all make sure you got your notifications on. Make sure you subscribe. We're gonna be dropping that story. 16 issues. We got 15 left.
Hold up. What Kamaya say? Nope. And if I am with you, I better be with you because if your old lady calls. Real talk. But on the serious, like he said, make sure your notifications is on. Share. We about to knock some people's collective. You know what's in the dirt, and ain't nobody gonna be able to say nothing about it. This right here has been Friday Vibin with your man D Real and Theo B. Catch Theo B on his channel. I ain't saying, I'm just saying the live king. And he probably you might get a crash out or two. You know what I'm saying? He might say some stuff.
I think I did pretty good tonight, though. I think I did pretty good tonight.
You did fine, sir. You did fine. You didn't crash out. You didn't crash out. Yay. Thank you. I appreciate it. This has been Friday Vibe, and that's it for now, y'all. But Friday night, we'll be coming at you with another one of the mothers at a